Yes, so eggs are obviously, they contain all the genetic material of our future baby. They're very, again, DNA, very, very delicate, very vulnerable to damage, like all cells. And of course, as we age, we probably all should have been having babies when we were 16. Aging just causes damage to all of our cells. Again, it just is the process of aging. So when you're looking at preserving egg health or just sort of maintaining your eggs, you can't anti-age your eggs. But I do believe that the environment that the immature oocytes mature in is like it's like fertilizer for growing tomatoes. I always say that to my client. Imagine you're growing tomatoes and you've got to win the prize. You wouldn't just throw any old crap on the soil and expect to get your good tomatoes. You'd be like most expensive fertilizer, and you'd be crushing up things and throwing them on and watering them and talking to them. In a sense, that is how you have to treat your eggs, really. So you have to sort of think about it as a kind of fertilizing, anti-aging. I hate that word, but that's what you're trying to do, is you're trying to maintain the integrity of the eggs. So you need certain nutrients. Again, antioxidants, absolutely key. We're back to our Mediterranean diet, our strong colours, because they're our army of defence. You have to think of vegetables and fruit and that kind of diet as your army. And you need to have your good army, because there's a lot of things out there that want to attack our eggs. You need to have protein in your diet, because all of our cells are made of protein. And if you are a bit of a carb queen and you don't really like protein very much, so you don't eat, maybe you're a vegan, and there's nothing wrong with vegan diets. The problem with people becoming vegan and vegetarian is if they don't do it properly. If they just go, right, I'm not going to eat meat and I'm not going to eat animal products, but now I'm not going to replace things like protein and all the vitamins that you find easily in animal products. So you need to work a little bit harder if you are a vegan or a vegetarian, but of course it's absolutely possible. So your protein, your antioxidants, your good fats. You need fats, membranes. Membranes are, I would say eggs are like, you want your peachy, plumptious eggs, blooming like gorgeous peaches. You don't want your shriveled up little raisin or currant kind of egg. You want that lovely membrane. So you want all your good fats, your omega-3 fatty acids, your fats that you get in nuts and seeds. You don't want industrial cooking oils and cheap, what we call trans fats in cheap sort of biscuits and pastries and cheap things like that, because they damage membranes of sperm and cells. And if you haven't got enough of your army and you've got a lot of these coming in your diet, you're going to prematurely age all your cells, including your eggs. So then there's specific nutrients that really seem to be important. So things like choline. So in fact, eggs, normal eggs, chicken's eggs, are a very, very, very good fertility food for women. They contain an awful lot of things that we need for our own eggs without thinking too long and hard about the origin of chicken's eggs. That orange yolk is stuffed full of nutrients for eggs. So it has something in it called lutein. Think luteinizing hormone, Lutein. Lutein is an orange pigment, a carotene, a carotenoid pigment, and it's very, very prevalent in egg yolks, and it's very prevalent in our ovaries as well. So you've got choline. Choline is what's called a phospholipid. It's very important for the brain, actually, which is why eggs are believed to be very good brain foods. But choline also is part of the egg cell membrane. So again, just eating, I always have a list of foods that I say to my clients, right, I want you to put these in, some of them every day, some of them a few times a week, and eggs are definitely on that list. They've got iron in them, they've got B vitamins in them, they've got vitamin A in them. So again, people are terrified of vitamin A vitamin A is all dangerous. Vitamin A is critical for early embryonic development. And so you have to get it from your diet, because you're not supposed to take it in supplemental form. So eggs are a big, big part of my own sort of fertility diet. And all your orange vegetables, your lignans, as I said, again, very anti-inflammatory. So you're looking at these anti-inflammatory foods. Doesn't, chicken nugget and chips, what do we think that is? We think probably, we take a guess, it's probably inflammatory. We look at a big salad with some fish and some, things with walnuts and berries in it or something. That's going to be anti-inflammatory. So that's kind of the way to think about your eggs. Probably the worst thing you can do for egg health, and I know that you say this too, Kate, is smoke. It is an absolute whammer on your eggs, on your ovarian function. Early menopause, everything slows down. So if you do nothing else, give up smoking for your egg health.